Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Sitaya Pataye Namaha. We are in the 4th chapter of the Ayodhyakand, and we are, I think, on verse 18, 17. We can just read the 17th and 18th again, continue from those. There, the verse says, Dhanushpaniraham tatra nihanyam vighnakarinah iti bruvantam saumitrim alingya raghunandanaha shurosi raghushardula mamatyanta hite rataha janami sarvam te satyam kintu tat samayo nahi. I shall kill all those with a bow and arrow in my hands, whoever tries to cause any hurdles in your anointment. When Lakshman had said so, Raghunandan, Sri Ram clasped him to his bosom and said to pacify him, "Oh, the best in Raghu's clan, you are very valorous and brave, and my greatest well-wisher. Whatever you say, I know is true, but this is not the proper time." Remember, before, when he's seeing all this, Lakshman is getting agitated, and as a result of this agitation, in the previous verse also, he said that I shall kill Bharat and I'll jail my father, and I can burn all the lokas, etc., etc. And he calls his father intoxicated, mad, lusty after his falling into the trap of his mother Kaikeyi and all that. All these words he uses for his own father. And then the only one who can pacify, because he is so devoted to Sri Ramchandraji, he is as if the shadow of Sri Ramchandra, just as Lakshmana is the not Lakshmana, Shatrughna is the shadow of Bharatji, Lakshmana is the shadow of Sri Ram. He is the Sheshnag himself, and hearing these deriding words, harsh words from the mouth of Lakshmana, Sri Ram immediately gets up, holds him to his bosom because he's shaking with anger, and mere touch of Ramchandraji is enough to pacify and calm down anyone. What to talk about Ramchandraji, what to talk about Sri Lakshmana himself. And he doesn't say, no, this is what we do normally. If someone says something, we say, no, you are wrong, this is right. What I say is right, what you are saying is wrong. But that is not the way. He says what you are saying is right, but this is not the appropriate moment to act upon what you are saying. So does Ramchandraji mean that he is right, that he should put the father into the jail and kill Bharat? No, that is not. But he understands that the words are spoken out of anger, and the bhav behind is the love for Sri Ramchandraji, and he cannot see anything wrong happening to Sri Ram, and therefore these harsh words are coming out. So same thing we must also understand when we are speaking to people or we are with people. People say some things. What is their intention? What is their why are they saying such harsh words or sarcastic words or whatever? What has made them to become like that? Their attachments, their identifications, their challenges of life. But are they in general a good person? That we have to determine and take appropriate, give appropriate response. And this is what we learn from Sri Ramchandra Ji's response to Lakshmana. Yadidam drishyate sarvam rajyam dehadikam chayata yadi satyam bhavet tatra ayasa safalaschte bhoga meghavitanastha vidyullekhe vachanchalaha ayurapyagni sanattapta lohastha jalabinduvat यथा व्यालगलस्थोपि भेको दंशानपेक्षते तथा कालाहिनाग्रस्तो लोको भोगान शाश्वतान्. Your efforts would have been yadidam drishyate sarvam rajyam dehadikam chayata yadi satyam bhavet tatra ayasa safalaschte. Your efforts would have been truly successful if this kingdom and the body, etc., which are visible, had been true. These wise words coming out of the mouth of Lord Sri Ram is because of Yoga Vashishta. All his delusions are cleared after the Yoga Vashishta discourse from sage Vashishta to him before marriage, before he went with Vishwamitra. Yad idam drishyate sarvam rajya dehadikam chayata. Whatever you see, whatever all you see in this world, which includes this body also, yadi satyam bhavet tatra. If all this was true, then all that you have said above would have been true and meaningful. But what is the Lord Sri Ram's disposition? That all this world, including father, mother, daughter, sister, wife, children, etc., brothers, etc., what is it? What is this whole world? It's mithya. It is an illusion. It is a phenomena. It is not real. So just as you cannot remove a rainbow, you cannot remove the mirage waters or drink from the mirage waters, so also no efforts to correct the wrong in this phenomenal world is going to lead to any substantial gain or result. And therefore, he says, Bhoga me gavitanastha vidyullekeva chanchalaha ayurapyagnisanattapta lohastha jala binduvata. But these comforts, enjoyments of the world are like the transient, temporary lightning in the tent, the clouds, whereas life is as momentary as a drop of water or a piece of iron made red hot with fire. How long is the life of a bubble on the waters? Minuscule. How long will a red hot iron ball kept in the fire, it gains the color of the fire, it becomes red hot, it loses the color of the grey steel. How long will it remain once it's taken out of the fire? Hardly for a few minutes. After that, it goes back to being the steel grey color. So, what Ramchandra Ji is telling Lakshmana here is that life is as ephemeral, as temporary as that bubble of water or as that steel ball which is kept in fire. So just as we are subjected to the fire of samsara, we feel agitated. Lakshmana is agitated here. We feel agitated, we feel angry, we feel reactionary. We feel like taking revenge, we feel like doing so many different things. But the moment we understand this, all this is only ephemeral, is only phenomenal, is only temporary, is only finite, and who we essentially are is the infinite one, then all these things become meaningless and unnecessary. Then he takes one example. One moment, I'll just come back. One moment. Hello guys. जरा आवाज कम करो, मैं रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूँ. यथा व्यालगलस्थोऽपि भेको दंशानपेक्षते तथा कालाहिनाग्रस्तो लोको भोगान शाश्वतान्. Bhek means the frog. So here he says, even as a frog greedily looks at a fly which itself is lying in the mouth of a snake, who is ready to gobble it up. It is on the verge of death. The people too yearn for the perishable, transient and temporary comforts and pleasure of this mundane delusionary world, in spite of being regularly devoured by the serpent representing Kal, the death. The whole world as we know it at this moment is ruled by one law only. What is that law? What is the most permanent thing that when you look around in the world? Death is permanent. Everything that has come into existence will go out of existence one day. And that is the truth. That is the mouth of the snake, the Kala Sarpa. And in that, there is a fly sitting. What is that fly? That fly is an object in the mouth of this Kala, of this time. And we feel, if I get married, I'll be happy. If I have a child, I'll be happy. If I become rich, I'll be happy. If I do this, I'll be happy. If I do that, I'll be happy. If I have this quality, I'll be happy. If I travel here, if I travel there. So many plannings we do. But where is our focus? Our focus is on a temporary object of this world, which itself is being devoured by time. Why look at all the things around in this world? We are thinking we are the body, and the body is an object sitting in the mouth of the snake called time. Anytime this body can leave us. Whenever its time is over, it will be gone. It can be now, it can be in 1 hour time, it can be tomorrow, it can be in a few days. But we feel this. I am this body, and if I eat this food for this body, then I am happy. If everything we do is for the body. If I buy this bed, then my body will be comfortable. And so on and so forth. And this is the delusion we are living in. Yatha vyalagalasthophi bheko damshanapekshate tatha kalahinagrasto loko bhogana shashvatan. Karoti dukkhen hi karma tantram sharira bhogartamahar naraha dehastu bhinna purushat samikshate kovatra bhoga purushena bhujyate. Pitrumatru sutabhratru darabandhvadi sangamaha praprayamiva jantunam nadyam kashthaughavachalaha. And here the Bhagwan Sri Ram is expressing his wonderment at how people live, how humans conduct themselves in this world. He says, Karoti dukkhe nahi karma tantram sharira bhogartamahar nara. He says that what a surprise that a man suffers so much and indulges in various deeds and actions day and night just for the pleasures of the sense organs of this body. If he simply realizes that this body is different from the soul, then how can he derive any enjoyment or pleasure from it? Dehastu bhinna purushat samikshate. Deha, body, bhinna, separate, purusha, the Atman, the conscious principle, which is close to the body, but it is separate. Kovatra bhoga purushena bhujyate. Then will he be ever miserable in this life? Will he be ever uh, run after the enjoyments from the world in this life? Because the body is changing, body is finite, body is impermanent. The Purusha principle is the permanent principle. And thus, he says, the meeting with father, mother, that's the Pitru, Matru, Suta, Bhratru, Dara, Bandhvadi, Sangamaha. Sangama is attachment, Sangama is emotional entanglement. And here he says, the meeting meaning the entanglement with father, mother, son, brother, wife, kin, relatives and friends are like those who assemble to drink water at a water hut. Praprayam eva jantunam nadyam kashtau bhavachalaha. Water hut and are as temporary, elusive, transient and coincidental as a collection of sticks wobbling and tossing in the swift currents of the water in a river. Another example that comes to my mind is just like two grains of sand with the incoming when the wave comes in towards the shore, two grains of sand come together and with the outgoing tide again get separated, never to meet again. Similarly, here the examples taken is just like people come to the well to collect the water, come together for momentary, for 5-10 minutes till they are filling up the water, chat with each other, then go their own way. Same way, another example is taken just as a bunch of sticks are floating on the river, moving waters, and sometimes they come together, sometimes they get separated, never to come and meet again, each one going his own way. Similarly, we unnecessarily put too much value into these relationships of father, mother, daughter, sister, brother, relatives, etc., without recognizing the true nature of the world, which is like these three examples that we just gave you. So recognize that the more emotionally we get involved in anything, the more pain you are going to have. You are getting emotionally involved only for one reason, because you have taken your body to be real, and anything in relation to this body also you are taking to be real. Who is becoming miserable? Who is become excited if someone is born? The child is born, the father is excited. If the child is dead, the father is miserable. Who is father? A phenomena. He is not real. That role of father, which is coming out of you on account of your attachment to that child, which you feel is an extension of yours. And where is your attention? Your attention is only on the form. And in this way, don't sabotage your happiness by putting your eggs in the basket of Pitru, Matru, Suta, Bhratru, Dara, Bandhu, Adi, Sangamaha. Don't get emotionally entangled. Don't get in any way entangled in anything. And all our efforts are only trying to please these fellows. And they will never be pleased. Look around. I am looking around here also, where I am right now. See? And that is a fact. Whom have we been able to please till today? Whom have we been able to satisfy till today? Have you satisfied yourself till today, considering yourself as the body? If you were satisfied, then one meal should last you for the whole lifetime. But you eat food, again hunger. You sleep, again next day sleep. So no satisfaction. When we run after this world or take this world to be real, this phenomena to be real, the phenomena cannot satisfy us. This phenomena cannot make us contented. This is the message from Sri Ram to Lakshmana. Chhayeva Lakshmishchapala pratita tarunyamambur viduvad tarunyamambur mivad dhruvam cha sapnopamam stri sukamayuralpam tathapi jantorabhimana eshaha संस्रुति स्वप्न सदृशी सदा रोगादि संकुला गंधर्व नगर प्रख्या मूढ़स्तामनुवर्तते. It is छायेव लक्ष्मीश्चपला प्रतीता तारुण्यमंबुर विदमूर मिवद ध्रुवम च. It is all these are analogies given to show how wrongly oriented our disposition is when we are taking this world, these relationships, these objects, this time, this space, this objectivity as real. He says it is evident without any doubt that Lakshmi, wealth, is as transient, temporary and elusive as a shadow. Youth is as perishable and short-lived as a wave in water. Comfort of woman is as false and nightmarish as a dream, and life is of most minimal duration. In spite of that, swapnopamam stri sukhamayuralpam tathapi jantor abhimana eshaha. संस्कृति स्वप्न सदृशी सदा रोगादि संकुला गंधर्व नगर प्रख्या मूढ़स्ताम अनुवर्तते. And here he says that in spite jantoho abhimana esha, in spite of the ephemeral, the temporary nature or elusive nature of the wealth, as the youth which is only short-lived, the comfort of woman is only seemingly satisfying, but it, he says here, is as false and nightmarish as a dream. And but still the humans have great pride in youth, in wealth, in in their spouse, in their children, etc., etc. Then in the 25th verse he says, this world is verily a collection of various diseases and torments, that is agonies, sorrows, troubles and tribulations, as well as false and elusive like a dream, and a city of Gandharvas, celestial. Only foolish and ignorant ones regard it as true and follow it, indulge in it. How true, how true. What is our life? What is the journey of this body? Birth, growth, disease, decay and death. What is the life of any object? Birth, stay for some time and then go out of existence. Come into existence, stay in existence, go out of existence. This is the kundali of everyone, including this body that we are. And we are having so much pride. Oh, I am the body. I am so many years old. I am blah, blah, blah. Only मूढ़स्ताम अनुवर्तते. Those who are stupid, those who are foolish, those who are ignorant, they only regard this this world as real, which whose reality is only equivalent to a Gandharva Nagari. Gandharva Nagari means a dream, an imaginary place. You mean to say this table is imaginary? You mean to say I am imaginary? I can touch, feel, taste this? Yes, you can do the same in dream also. Is the dream not imaginary? Have you touched the same person who was 5 minutes ago? Are you the same person who was yesterday? Will you be the same person when you touch yourself tomorrow? No. Time is eating. Birth, growth, disease, decay and death. Continuous change is the name of the phenomena. Continuous change. But what we have done? We have taken or borrowed the continuity of our Atman, the conscious principle, and superimposed it on this phenomenal body. Superimposed on father, mother, daughter, sister, all those names that were taken. Superimposed on this dream called waking. Some people are very smart. They superimpose it on the dream itself and take that dream to be real. This is our lot, and we call ourselves smart, intelligent. We get involved in anything only when we take it to be real. Real, we will take only that to which we give validity, only that to which we give value and importance. So decide carefully. After studying Dakshinamurti, studying Sarva Dharman Parityajya, after studying Kathopanishad, Anyatra Dharmat. Dharma is only for the body, for the intellect. And we have come to this, etadvaitata, you are that, this is that. That principle which is beyond all change. And in this way, when we forget, in last class in Bhagavad Gita, Jnaneshwari also it came, when we forget the divine principle, then we get oriented, we start giving value and importance to the phenomenal principle. And then we get involved in it. Then we start indulging in it. Then we start desiring it. And the cycle continues till you wake up. Just like in the dream, you keep involving in the dream, and one moment something wakes you up. Do you want to wait till you wake up from this waking dream? Or in this waking dream right now, you are listening to Adhyatma Ramayana, the words of Sri Ram. Don't get involved in the ephemeral, in the phenomenal world. Wake up. Uttishta jagrata prapya varan nibodhata. Wake up. Wake up to what? Not wake up to the world. Not wake up that this world is only ephemeral. Wake up to your conscious presence that you always are. That which is permanent, that which has never gone away, which is permanent. Be that. But instead, our indulgence is in the changing. Ayushyam kshiyate yasmad adityasya gata gataihi drishtvan yesham jara mrityu kathanchinnaiva buddhyate sa eva divasasaiva ratri rityeva mudadhihi bhogananupatatyeva kalavegam na pashyati. Ayushyam kshiyate. Here again, that same thought is continuing. The age is continuously decreasing. We celebrate birthdays, but every birthday is a year closer to the death. We are wasting away, our life is shortening, and with the rising and settling of the Yasmad Aditya Sakatagataye, with the coming and going of the sun Aditya, our Ayushyam Kshiyate, our life is reducing, and we are celebrating birthday. How foolish man can be? That's you and me. Saheva divasasaiva ratri rityeva mudadihi. The day and night follow the same pattern, but an ignorant fool pursues comforts and pleasures in the sense objects without observing the passage of time. That is, he does not wake up to the fact that death is fast approaching. In the previous two verses, I mentioned the topic of death. Death is the only permanence in this creation. Life is one, and when we consider the world of change, death is the constant. Everything around us is continuously dying. Our thoughts are dying, our breath is dying, our concepts are dying, our cells are dying, day is dying, night is dying, vision, one moment it open, close, vision is dying for a minuscule second. Words, one word comes, it dies, then the next one comes, it dies, then the third one comes, it dies. It's how you look at it. Just as the day and night follow the same pattern, same thing, every day, day and night, everything around you is dying, but the foolish person, he does not wake up that any moment he can go out of existence. Death can devour this body too. But everyone lives with this belief that they are not going to die, their time has not come yet. It's a wonder, an absolute wonder. Pratikshanam ksharatye ayurama ghatambuvata sapatna iva rogaughaha shariram parharantyaho jara vyagriva puratah tarjayantyavatisthate mrityu sahaiva yatyesha samayam sampratikshate. Age is decaying and wasting away every moment like water filled in an unripe clay pot, for it seeps out. Same thing is happening to us. Every moment we think we are the body, but sweat is coming out, the age is coming out, the hunger is coming out, the disease is coming out. Nothing stays in this body. You eat the food, it comes out the other end. You breathe in, it comes out the very next moment. Everything is coming out of it. Your body cannot hold any damn thing, including life. If you are wise enough to observe this phenomena around you, don't live in this belief that I'm going to live forever. Then you are a Ravana as the body. Age is decaying and wasting away every moment, just like a water stored in the pot which is not cured properly. While the hordes of various diseases are destroying the body gradually like so many enemies, just like termite eats the wood from inside, similarly old age, disease, the bacteria, etc., it eats this body from inside. Old age is menacingly, jara vyagriva purataha tarjayantyavatisthate. Old age is menacingly standing in front like a frightening, ferocious, cruel and savage lioness, while death walks alongside it, waiting for the opportune moment to strike or pounce on the victim like a lioness does on its prey. So true. Just now, very rare are these people who take charge. When I was in Alandi, there one lady came and she said, Swamiji, my mother has stopped eating food. She eats only this much. And when I ask her why she is doing this, why don't you eat? That is not healthy, that is not right. She says, no, while I am healthy, I want to conclude my life. I don't want to be a burden on anyone. I don't want to go to a hospital. Right now my health is good. I don't want to wait till I am sick and diseased. So while I am healthy, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Her mantra is going on 24/7. She eats only, before she used to eat little bit 3 times a day, then she ate little bit 2 times a day, and now she's eating only once a day, only little bit, not even quarter of a chapati. See? And this lady said, Swamiji, is that a suicide? I said, no, it is not suicide. If she was escaping the world, then it is suicide. It is her decision. She doesn't want to be a burden. And she's chanting the name of the Lord. She wants to merge into the Lord. Will that happen or not happen is not her decision. She says that. But at least while she is healthy, she's working towards it. She has absolute freedom. This is the greatness of this culture, that it allows you to do that. Our education system considers it a suicide, the modern thinking. So, old age is menacingly standing in front, and death is waiting. When this person is at its weakest, I will devour him. In the 30th verse, Deheham bhavamapanno rajaham loka vishrutaha ityasmin manute jantuhu krumivid bhasma sanjnite twagsthimansavinmutraretoho त्वग्स्थिमांसविन्मूत्ररेतो रक्तादिसंयुतः विकारी परिणामी च देह आत्मा कथं वद यमास्थाय भवान् लोकं दग्धुमिच्छति लक्ष्मणः देहाभिमानिनः सर्वे दोषा प्रादुर्भवन्ति. He says, only those who have egoistic attachments with this body. Now he is coming to this. Ramchandraji, Sri Ram is saying, all this is by Sri Ram. Sri Ramchandraji is saying, all those people who have this ahankar. What ahankar? Deham bhavaha mapannaha. Rajaham loka vishruta. I am the king of this world. Only those who have egoistic attachments with this body. What is egoistic attachment? That I am this body. Those who are not able to see this body as a separate entity to the conscious principle, consisting of nothing. What is the body made up of? Here it says germs, excreta, ash. What is the body constituted of? Bones, muscles, sinews, mutra, urine, phlegm, fecal matter, bone marrow. These are the 6 things that the body is made up of. And this you are considering as I. Consider themselves as I am a world famous king, O Lakshman. Yamasthaya bhavalokan dagdumichhati Lakshmanaha. O Lakshman, think deeply and then say that the body relying upon or using the medium of which you wish to burn and scorch the world, and which is made up of skin, bone, flesh, excreta, urine, sperms, ova and blood, etc. How can that resultant evil, faulty, and dirty, filthy body ever be Atma or the Self? O brother, all faults arise in a person who is proud of his gross body. So, the vision is being corrected just as Arjuna required 700 verses for the vision to be corrected, and then it was left up to him. Krishna said, now I have taught you everything, now it's your decision. Similarly, Ramchandraji here is correcting the vision because Lakshmana uttered the spiteful words with regards his brothers and with regards to his father, such dirty words that I'll kill them, I'll imprison them, I will chain them, etc., etc. That he's under the influence of that young wife of his. This doesn't क्या कहते हैं, this doesn't suit a cultured person. And cultured person does not mean just culture means you are wearing the shawl in the right manner and lungi in the right manner and talking in the right manner and walking in the right manner. No, our Sanatan Dharma is the ultimate culture. Culture comes from recognizing that you are the eternal one. See, if we consider that we are the body, when we consider ourselves to the body, only corruption can come out. Only kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya can come out. Culture will not come out. Cultural integrity, personal integrity. When life is conducted in this world without forgetting the conscious principle, the divine principle, then cultural greatness happens in the society. But what Lakshmana has done, and in other words, what have we done? We move around without even once remembering that we are the conscious principle, continuously catering only to this body and being proud of this body. See? All those thoughts given by Ramchandraji, they are concluding that this body is made up of all filth only: skin, bone, flesh, excreta, urine, sperm, blood, phlegm. These are the Shad Vikaras, the Shad materials, 6 materials that go into making the body. And how can this dirty material be the conscious principle? It cannot be. It cannot be. A reminder is being sent to the ears of Lakshmana, and through that to us. Recognize, understand. No sadhana needs to be done. Just understand this. He says, all faults arise. Deha bhimanina sarve dosha pradur bhavanti. When there is this pride that I am the body, when this ahankar takes that I am the body is the ahankar, then from that disposition of that I am the body, only sarve dosha pradur bhavanti, only faults can come out. Truth cannot come out. Then how do masters live? If all faults come out of this body. But which body? The one who considers body as the real. The one who is identified with the body. How do masters live? People see them functioning through the body. Where are they? They are established in the self. देहोऽहमिति या बुद्धिः अविद्या सा प्रकीर्तिता नाहं देहश्चिदात्मेति बुद्धिर्विद्येति भण्यते अविद्या संसृतेर्हेतुः विद्या तस्या निवर्तिका तस्माद्यत्नः सदा कार्यो विद्याभ्यासे मुमुक्षुभिः कामक्रोधादयस्तत्र शत्रवः शत्रुसूदनः सूदना. The fallacious thinking, dehoham iti ya buddhihi avidyasa prakrtita. The fallacious thinking that I am the body, that I am recognized by my physical body or my true identity is the gross body, is called ignorance. Ignorance is twofold. What is that? Forgetfulness of our true nature, which is the pure consciousness, the Atman that we are, on one hand, and acceptance of the body as real, as that is what I am. This is called ignorance. While the belief or realization that I am not the body but the pure consciousness or soul is enlightenment. Exactly the opposite. The day this dawns on us, on a seeker or a ignorant person who was taking the body to be real, the day it dawns that the consciousness is real and that I am, and body is ephemeral, it is changing, it is dying, it is coming with the expiry date, etc. That very moment, living in that knowledge, living as that knowledge, as that consciousness, is enlightenment. How long does it take? Instantaneous. Instantaneous. You have to just be available to that. Nothing needs to be done. Just be. अविद्या संस्कृते हेतु अविद्या तस्या निवर्तिका तस्माद् यत्न सदा कार्यो विद्याभासे मुमुक्षुभिः. Ignorance and delusion are the cause of the world, representing birth and death, while wisdom, truthful knowledge, and enlightenment frees or delivers one from it. So decide, you want to pursue the ignorance by continuing. How do you pursue ignorance? By continuing to be identified with the body, and when you take yourself to be the body, you take the world to be real, the relationships to be real, the pitru, matru, bhratru, all that verses that came before, them to be real, indulgence in the world to be real, possessions to be real, the desire for the world, the desire for the children, the desire for what was that? Putreshna, Vitteshna, and Lokeshna to be real. See, this is ignorance. And what is wisdom? Wisdom is that knowledge when pursued, like we are pursuing right now, thinking about it, talking about it, listening about it, contemplating about it. And what is the knowledge? And what is that knowledge? That knowledge is that this body is ephemeral, consciousness is continuous. And this way, when we pursue this knowledge subjectively, then it will lead to enlightenment, it lead to wisdom. This is true wisdom. So choose what you want to expose your mind to. Do you want to expose your mind to the changing, or do you want to expose your mind to the constant? Oh, the vanquisher of enemies. Hence, the seekers of emancipation and salvation should strive to gain true wisdom, knowledge, and enlightenment. Oh, the vanquisher of enemies, lust, greed, yearning, anger, etc. are the enemies that create obstacles on this path. As long as we take ourselves to be the body, with the body comes, I like what I see, I like what I hear, I like what I taste, then the lust for that automatically pursues. We cannot live without our bed, we cannot live without our pillow, we cannot live without our partner, we cannot live without our children, we cannot live without our body. We are continuously living in the fear of not losing the body or what we like as regards our mind and the senses, as regards what this body is relating to, by giving importance to it, by likes or by way of likes and dislikes. And whatever it likes, it wants to pursue. And nothing in this world, if you go after continuously, can satisfy you. It can never. You eat a chocolate, you love it. Yesterday we were eating ice cream. You eat one bowl, liked it, take one more bowl. By the end of the second bowl, enough, yaar. If it was so loving, then it was so satisfying, then you should keep eating the ice cream. But you can't. Afterwards, you don't even want to think about ice cream. That's why we go to sleep every night. Indulgence in this world exhausts us. We want to empty our mind of all the indulgences, all the entanglements, all the convictions, all the hopes, all the anxieties, all the regrets. We want to get rid of them. And the only place we know is sleep. And then we become refreshed and again do the same mistake next morning. And this is our lot. This is the lot of the ignorant ones. But if you wake up and use this world, the opportunity of waking, to reorient to that from where waking, dream and deep sleep have no meaning, then we are truly woken up. Just like a leaf on the river is floating and suddenly a whirlpool comes, it gets sucked into the whirlpool, is pulled down into the waters. Then again after some time, the whirlpool throws it out. Then again it continues for some time. Again it is pulled by another whirlpool. Again it gets sucked, screams, it cries out for help, but it goes out. Same is our thing. Lust is like that. Greed is like that. Relationship is like that. Value and importance to space, time, objectivity, people, relationships is like that. One whirlpool after the whirlpool. We don't realize what we are doing to ourselves. And all these, unless you do not recognize that you are independent, conscious entity, the Purusha, other than the Prakriti, till then, lust, greed, friend, enemy, joys, sorrows, gain, loss, this will pursue us. There's no letting go of that. But the moment you accept yourself to be the conscious principle, all these may happen, may not happen in the Prakriti, but you are immune to it. You are not influenced by it. You are not affected by it as the consciousness. Body may be affected, mind may be affected, but you are not. Because the owner of the body has transformed into the witness of the body. Live this right now. We move to the 31st verse in our next class. If I'm not back, then we'll take it on Zoom somewhere. ॐ पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ. Just sit quietly for a moment.